found this shuttle in a local antiques mill. Now, these shuttles were used quite a lot around Lancashire, and as you know, I'm from Lancashire. And I saw this and I thought, I know what I could make with that. I could see it in my mind's eye. So anyhow, gets it home. First thing to do, we need to clean it up. And the ends of these shuttles are, the pointy ends are really quite pointy, and they're made of metal. They were all rusty, as you could tell, so I was trying to find a way of like cleaning them that would work, and sandpaper worked the best. And then I had a brainwave. I have a jewel tool. Here we go. Look at this. It's like seconds of a job. I use the different grits of the scratch erasers, going up to the very fine. It gave me a really good finish. The only difficulty was keeping it in the right place because it's so pointed. Now just a little polish and we're done. Awesome. There's lots of muck and gunk in here. I'm not surprised. It was in the cotton industry for years. Now round here, Lancashire, it was famous for cotton mills. We had thousands of them up until about the 1950s, 60s, 70s, and they all closed down. But Lancashire was great for making cotton and spinning and weaving because of the humidity. In other words, it's always raining. Sometimes we're lucky and it stops raining, and then it's just cloudy and miserable. No, I'm being unfair. Sometimes it sunshines. It has been known to sunshine for more than 3 days, occasionally. And when this happens, it's called summer. Up north, we don't see summer that often, but when we do, we celebrate it. We flock to the beaches in droves, wear shorts and flip-flops, and hang around in pub gardens, find rivers to chuck ourselves into, and generally have a whale of a time. Until it starts raining again. So this is where the old saying comes from. It's grim up north. Talking of grim, the cotton mills were grim. These cotton mills were hard work. They weren't nice places. They were horrible. If you weren't injuring yourself, you were getting lung disease from the cotton fibres. Wasn't good. And then when these closed down, we had the shoe factories, which, to be honest, weren't brilliant either. Yeah, some of these mills were turned into museums. There's Helmshaw Textile Museum, and there's Queen Street Mill in Burnley, where you can go and have a look and see how the old cotton mills used to work. They really are truly fascinating places, if you're into history, that is. Rightio then, back to the project. What we're doing now? Get some lights in there. It was a bit tricky with this, but I managed it in the end. And boy, I am so glad I did. They look fantastic. Just what it needed. And now for the decoration. This is the best bit. I love this bit. This is where you can let your creativity just flow. Gemstones, gemstones, and more gemstones. Quartz, of course. Now I'm putting these on with UV resin, and it worked really good. Now I kept checking that they looked okay. I had a look with the light on, with the light off, and you can see here I'm trying with some amethyst, with some citrine. Now the citrine didn't work, but the amethyst did work. Just the odd one. Looks really nice. Now the creative process takes a while, and you also tend to make quite a mess. But it's worth it in the end. I don't know about you, but my work area always looks like a craft shop has thrown up on it by the end of any project I do, which I think is a sign of a good project. Well, that's my excuse anyway. Right, now I'm just putting a diffuser on top of the LED lights, and it's a diffuser that I took off an old light. I can't remember which light it was, but there is a light somewhere in the house missing a diffuser, and this is where it's going. It's just like a silicone rubber type thing, and it's opaque, so you can't see the LED lights. Now I'm just adding some quartz chips, tiny chips they are, and I'm just adding some of them along the edges and around where I've got some gaps, just to fill it all in nicely and make it look good. Right, now this is the base. I've no idea what kind of wood it is, but it's interesting, so that's cool. I've put some copper leaf on, and I've added some amethyst, and now I'm adding this cog on to denote the industrial history of Lancashire and of the cotton mills. And I think it's gonna look really good. I need to get a few more bits to add to it before it's finished. Right, now here it is, just as it just was, if that makes any sense. But since then, I've been back to the antique place and I've found an old cotton bobbin that I've also attached onto it, and see what you think. I'm quite pleased with it. I think it looks good. I think it needs a bit of something else, but I'm not sure what. If I find something else, then I'll put a picture on my Instagram page at some point in the future. Okay, thanks for watching, and come back next time. Ta-ra for now.